Manga-Waido.
The name's Masaru Takeno. I work at Manhwa Inc. as a 32-year-old office worker. There's an owner at our company who sits above the CEO. The owner is a big-time asset holder, and he started several companies such as this one in Japan, and hires CEOs to run the companies for him. The owner himself actually lives abroad, so I haven't really seen his face. It's pretty rare that he comes to Japan at all. But last year, he showed up at the new employee conference. But this year was slightly different. It was because of this employee. This is my son. Take good care of him.
I'm Yuichi Ida. I look forward to working with you all.
Unlike the CEO, who was slightly overweight, Ida was skinny and looked like a healthy young kid. Truth be told, the first day he went around greeting every employee and left a great impression. For the few days that the owner was in Japan, he worked hard and we mentored him. Nothing was out of the ordinary. However, as the owner left Japan again, Ida completely changed his behavior. Hey Ida, I said be at your desk by 9 yesterday.
Sorry, the train was delayed.
None of the trains were delayed today. Stop making excuses.
Oh my god, shut up! I'm going to have my father file a strike against you for harassment!
What? He kept this up and would show up late every day. Sometimes he just wouldn't show up at all. When we warned him, he would just flaunt the fact that he was the owner's son. I even talked to the CEO. I'll tell the owner about it. Or so he said. I knew he didn't want to, though. The owner took great care of his only son, so I understood how bad it would be to make a fuss. But CEOs like that, they're no good. Afterwards, we all worked together to warn him, but he never really changed his attitude. He would hang out in the bathrooms or break rooms and not work. He would just leave for lunch and not come back till late that afternoon, or try to upload our office life on social media. What the hell are you recording? If anything leaks, it's going to cause a huge mess. Stop!
What? This is my dad's company. Put another way, it's my home. Why can't I take a picture?
I don't need you to understand. Please, just quit. If you have time to fool around like that, file some paperwork for me.
Shut the hell up! Don't tell me what to do!
He ran out of the room after that. What a kid. The other new employees looked like amazing employees because of him. Among the newbies, Miss Kano was someone who quietly stuck to her work and did what she was asked to do. After 3 months in the company, she secured her first contract, and she slowly started gaining traction. The clients also loved her, and the CEO decided that she would be receiving the New Employee Award. Miss Kano, you've been working late for a while now. I'll take care of the rest. You go home.
But I'm almost done.
You're seriously hardworking, but you need to rest sometimes. You can do this tomorrow, so just relax for now, okay? Just head home.
Thank you, sir. I'll be heading out then.
I like that you're accepting of our advice as well. Everyone started praising her. Except...
Hey, Kano! Don't you start getting all fancy on me!
What? I didn't.
I guess Yuichi didn't like that. He started chewing her out.
You started working in this company at the same time as me, and people are all focused on you? It pisses me off! You need to give me that contract!
No, this is the one I worked tirelessly for.
Ida! That's what she gets for putting in the work! You think that you stealing her work is going to get you accepted?
Shut up! I'm the owner's son! What I say goes!
If you're so jealous, go get your own contract! The other employees also started rooting for us and saying that he needed to work harder. He realized he couldn't face the whole office, so he just left. But Ida wasn't the kind of kid to back off that easily. That day, we had completed a big-time project in the office. We all were partying to celebrate, but...
Hey, Kano! Sit next to me! Pour me drinks!
Ida, who was immediately drunk, started spewing remarks. Ida, stop making your coworkers work for you. Pour your own alcohol.
Shut up! I'm the owner's son! If you don't pour me a drink, I'll have you fired!
I told her that she didn't have to, but she said that if she just did it, he would shut up.
Come on, pour me one! You're so bad at this. You're ugly and you don't know how to pour a drink?
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize! I'm above you! I'm the son of the owner! S-O-N!
I thought he was going too far, but one of my coworkers, who was also getting too drunk, started taking off his shirt, so I had to stop him. I couldn't help Kano. Ida started chugging beers, and his face started turning more and more red.
Stop! Don't touch me!
Huh? This doesn't count as touching. This counts as touching!
No!
Hey, what are you doing? He started sexually assaulting her right in front of us. This was way too far, so I left the other coworker alone and ran towards them to help her. But
why are you hating on me so much, you dumb bitch? This is what you get!
Ida poured his beer all over her. There was about a third of a pint left, and it was all on her now. All the other employees ran to help her out. I was fed up. This guy needs to pay for what he's done. I asked the employees for a towel and quietly walked towards him with a full pint. So, your method is to pour beer on people who are way too full of themselves, right? Here, let me show you what I think.
What? Stop!
I poured my whole pint on his head. He was soaked and struggling around on the ground. Maybe he got beer in his eyes or something.
My eyes! My eyes! Hey, Takeno, what are you doing? That's the owner's son!
Yeah, I know. But this idiot isn't gonna listen to me if I just stand here and talk. That day, a few people ended up having to hold him back because he was trying to come at me. They sent him home, apparently. He was screaming that he would tell on me to his dad. I'm sure they'll think of what to do with me when the week is over. I liked what I did, and my pay was pretty good. I had no complaints about the company, but I'm sure I'll get fired for doing that to the owner's son. But I had no regrets. After I went home and looked at my smartphone, I saw that I had a message from Miss Kano thanking me. The other coworkers also kept telling me that they felt good about what I did, and that I didn't do anything wrong. No matter what anyone says, I poured beer on Ida. That's a fact. Although I knew what I did, I still felt a little sick knowing that I had to handle whatever happened when I started work next week. I can't take back what I did. I'm just gonna go to bed. Where should I work next? That was when I got into bed. My smartphone rang, and I looked down to see... What? The owner? The owner himself was calling. I assumed, considering the time, Ida had tattled. That man would move quick when it came to this kind of thing. Maybe he's just gonna say you don't have to come starting Monday. I answered, terrified. Hello? The start of the week. When I went to the company, I saw Ida sitting back like he just defeated me. And next to him was the owner.
Dad? This is the trash who poured beer on me! Hey Takeno, you're so screwed! You should be glad that my dad came all the way from America to fire you!
Owner, I apologize for making you travel that long distance for such a matter. I bowed, but he just patted me on the shoulder.
Come on, Dad! Fire him! I want you to declare him being let go in front of everyone!
I'm sure the coworkers that were nearby thought I was gone. Maybe even the CEO was worried about his position. However,
you're being let go, Yuichi! What? What are you talking about, Dad? You're firing me? I don't get it!
Takeno told me about all of your shenanigans. The CEO and that woman over there told me too. The owner pointed over at Kano as she watched everything unfold. That day, when I received the call from the owner, I told him about everything. The owner apparently had a conference with the CEO about the condition of his son's work. He had said things that weren't very promising, so he was worried. Then the whole beer incident occurred.
Takeno, I've heard from the CEO that you're a diligent worker. I really can't believe that a man such as yourself would pour beer on anyone for no good reason. Please, tell me without sparing any details on why you poured beer on my son.
So I told him everything from start to finish. The owner had apparently asked the other employees as well, and they all corroborated my story, which led to this. The owner had asked others if they had stories about Yuichi as well, and they all started to complain about him. Every time someone complained, Yuichi turned a lighter shade of blue.
How dare you! I'm going to fire you all! I'm the owner's son! You're all enough! I knew that you had a tough time finding a job, so I helped you out, but this was your problem! No, Dad, this is...
Apparently, Ida had pretended to be a good kid around the owner. He always lived abroad, so it must have been easy for Ida to do that. The owner was furious and said that his son would never step foot in the company again.
I apologize for the terrible inconvenience he has brought you. You, apologize, now! sorry.
You better apologize for real!
I'm so terribly sorry!
Afterwards, Ida was thrown out of his house and told to make his own life. He works a few part-time jobs and lives in a crappy apartment, barely scraping by. I saw him in the city once, but there was no recollection of the man he'd been before. Because he had left, our office was doing great. After talking to the CEO about his unreliable behavior, he stepped down as CEO. The second in command became the new CEO, and he wasn't any bluff either. He was able to go out to the site and really solve the issues at hand. So they say rain makes a tree's roots grow deeper, but our office seems to have really grown as a team. I want to become the CEO as well one day, and be the leader that can pull everyone to the goal.